What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Killer Keemstar, and I'm here with...
Only Use Me, Blade.
This is the BadKidCast, the audio cast that you listen to
while you game.
We are available on iTunes, Android, and right here on YouTube. And if you're watching us on YouTube... Fuck. From the beginning.
I like how we can do an hour and a half, no qualms, but this little intro we fuck up. And go.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Killer Keemstar, and I'm here with...
Only Use Me, Blade.
This is the BadKidCast. This is the audio cast that you listen to
while you game.
We're available on iTunes, Android, and here on YouTube. Now, if you're watching us on YouTube, you're probably wondering, where the fuck did they get those sick chairs from? Well, man, I'm just going to stand up for a minute. Look at this amazing art. The leather, I mean, this is the coolest fucking chair ever. And you notice, like, last episode I said, look, we really need to get some chairs. And a lot of the fans have saying, like, you guys need chairs. Because we were just sitting on...
the most basic kindergarten folding outside chairs ever.
And they were like, everyone's like, you need computer chairs in there. Not only did we get computer chairs, but we got, like, the Cadillac chairs. All right, so you guys are probably wondering where these chairs came from. They've come from a company called DX Racer. DX Racer has some of the best gaming chairs in the freaking world. And I'm hoping that eventually we get a customized BadKidCast chair.
That'd be sick.
So two things. They have on their Twitter is, for those of you that are listening on iTunes, their Twitter is DX Racer USA. So at DX Racer USA. And the link is going to be description here on YouTube. But they only have like 1,600 followers.
Oh,
right?
That won't stand.
So I want everybody from the BadKidCast to not only go over there and follow them and let them know, like, thank you, but we need to put pressure on this company to make a custom BadKidCast. Because I know all of you are asking, like, how do I get one of these? How do I get one of these? Their website is dxracer.com. There's all different types of chairs that you can get. But you want a BadKidCast chair. I want a BadKidCast chair.
That'd be sick.
So, guys, here's our goal. I want to at least get their followers on Twitter to 5,000 followers. Because that company's going to be shocked if they bump up to 5,000. And I think if we do that, we should be able to get a BadKidCast chair. I cannot thank you guys enough, DX Racer, for sending us these. But you just, like, it's like cocaine. Like, now I want more. I need another hit, and I want the custom BadKidCast.
I needs it.
This chair is amazing. I can't go into it anymore about how awesome this is. And thank you so much. And, guys, please, if you're a fan of the BadKid podcast, make sure you follow these guys on Twitter and demand a custom BadKidCast chair. This is episode 58 of the BadKidCast, and this show has been brought to you by youtube.com/allpeopleenvy. All People Envy is a Call of Duty sniping team with epic trick shots and awesome montages. Be sure to check out their channel because they have some great freaking stuff coming out for Ghost release. But guess what? Ghost has been released, so that great stuff is there right now. Go check them out.
Our next sponsor is a YouTuber named Palmerator. I apologize if I pronounced that wrong. It's not about his name, it's about his content. He is a hilarious Minecraft content channel with lots of PvP action. He's been doing YouTube for over 3 years and currently posts daily. Go over his channel and check out his Minecraft and his reviews, Let's Plays, and even more mini games. The spelling for Palmerator is Palmerater.
Right there on YouTube. I'm pumped, dude.
Let's go.
We have Optic Hex in the fucking house.
The legend.
We got Hex on deck.
Fuck yeah.
You ready to get this started?
Play that music.
White boy.
No.
What? That's ruined.
What? How's that ruined? How is it ruined?
Just like, because you were like, play that music. But I was thinking, play that funky music, white boy.
Well, I'm just not getting my hopes up because I don't think White Boy will ever be on the show.
Hex isn't white.
I'm talking about the YouTuber known as White Boy.
There's a YouTuber known as White Boy?
Exactly. He's not on the show. We have something better. We got Hex.
What street does he live on?
Between 6 and 8.
What the fuck are we doing? Start the show!
Go!
And we are back. Man, that music really pumps me up.
I hate when you say that music pumps you up. I haven't heard that song in years. I don't even know.
So our guest, Optic Hacks. How's it going, buddy?
It's going well, man. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
So
I'm liking the decor.
Can we get my boy Blade in the fucking picture? You got him half cut off and shit.
Oh, that's just on your
that's
side.
Just the web,
okay,
that's just
okay,
the webcam.
But you know what? That should be fixed. I will fix it, and you, Blade, talk to Hex for 2 seconds.
Hex, how are you doing? How are you liking the Ghost? How is life?
All right, so Ghost, I bought it like everybody else a week early for around $415 because some dude was bidding me up. Mm-hmm. He's like fucking original is $200, and I was like cool. He's like he's got other offers. I'm like $250 right now, and it's like the dude says somebody's paying $275, and I'm like $400 right now.
Damn.
And then
just skipping the whole 300 territory, huh?
Yeah, fuck that. I didn't have time to fuck. I had to leave. I had to go do something. So I was like, yo, 400. He's like, send $415 for the overnight shipping, and you got a deal. I was like, what the? Fine, whatever. I'm not gonna fucking cry over $15.
So this was to get it early.
Yeah. I find it's like a thing, right? Like I've done it every single year since Modern Warfare 2. So hey, I'm used to paying a super markup. In fact, I wanted to do a parody, right? Where there's this dude wearing one of those fucking like raincoats, and then he's like, yo, psst, psst. He like opens it up, and you see like watch, like fucking like a bag of drugs, and then in a fucking plastic bag you see a fucking Call of Duty disc. You're like,
not even in the case, just the
yeah,
It seems like that would be something for like Dr. Disrespect. Like he'd do something like that. Like as far as the parody.
I don't know. The whole getting the thing early thing, I always feel so shitty because it's just like, am I really paying this much to get it a little bit early? Like I remember I got Modern Warfare 3 early, and I remember I disliked the game before it was released. Like I remember just thinking like, I hate this game, like before it was even released.
The worst thing was Black Ops 2. Halo came out, and I'm a big Halo fan. So Black Ops 2 comes out. I get it like 2 weeks early. I get 5 copies. And I didn't even play it before it came out. I didn't play it until after it came out because I was playing Halo.
Oh, that's crazy. But you can't take the Halo out to play the new one? Like, come on.
Well, I mean, I'm sure I like tested it or something or played it at least once, put it in. But, I didn't play it like I should have.
So people probably have already asked you this. So I'm sorry for asking a question that everyone's already asked. But how do you like the Ghosts?
I love. I don't know. I was gonna go into my I'm gonna wait for the game. The game's already out. So I was going. So I got the game early, and then on Saturday morning is when the servers went up. So I played it for about 8 hours, and I haven't played it since. It's been up for like over a week now, and I have not played it since. Just so you have an idea of how much I've played it. So I don't know. I told myself that today was gonna be the day, and it wasn't. I didn't play it today.
Just to put in perspective, the first night, the release night, when I was playing it, I remember Keem invited me to a party, and as soon as I got in there, I was just like, my first initial impression is that it sucked. I hated it. Like I really did. I despised the game, but then as I played it more, I started to like it.
I ended up uploading this like I don't know, maybe 30-second clip. We get it. We're playing it. I invite him into a party, and he's like, dude, I'm going to have to go find a real job. He's like, this ain't going to work. This game's horrible.
Yeah. I wasn't feeling it at first, but I'm actually starting to like it now. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, I'm a big Call of Duty fan, and I got tweeted today. It's like, the reason you don't like it is because it was built for the casual gamer. And immediately I'm like, Yeah, that's me, man.
Yeah.
I'm a casual. I mean, I love esports, Call of Duty, I legitimately love it, but
Yeah.
That's-
Pat Riley loves basketball, but you don't
I'm
see him out on the court D'ing people up. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, well, I do, but
Well, here's
not at a professional level.
I would think here's what most fans would want to know if they had a chance to ask you. How does this game affect esports? How does it affect competitive Call of Duty?
I'm a very big fan of not crying until they release the esports integration to it. They made
They are doing that.
They made an announcement. They posted a Vine. So until those rules are in place, until we actually get a chance to play it, I'm just gonna pretend like we're playing an open beta esports thing where
Right.
So I don't know.
I feel like this is just a huge open beta for the next gen console versions. Like I feel like this is just like a dry run before the real version comes out. You know?
Yeah. So do I. So again, until that comes out, until the new console comes out, until the esports segment or the esports integration happens, I'm not gonna make any judgments. I'm not gonna pass any judgment. I'm not gonna raise up arms or start a DocuSign here if you support esports.
There are a couple petitions out there, aren't there?
Yeah.
For all kinds of random stuff.
Dude, I've seen a petition about YouTube comments. There's like over 50,000 people signed it that are mad about that. I don't get it. I don't understand what the hell they were thinking, forcing Well, I know what they were thinking. They wanted everyone to use Google Plus, but nobody wants to use Google Plus.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, it's so ugly.
I almost like, I know this sounds weird, but I'm kind of a hipster when it comes to stuff like that. That since everyone's complaining about Google Plus, I don't even want to talk about it. If that makes sense.
No,
I'm with you.
No, I think everybody needs to make a. I haven't made a video yet bitching about it, but I feel like everybody should make a video bitching about it.
Well, the creator of YouTube, the guy that created YouTube, like posted his first comment in fucking like 5 years since he sold it, right? Real fucking pissy about it. Now, do we know how much he sold it for?
I think it was in the millions. It wasn't like at
it's like 5 million or something like that.
500 million. It was a lot.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, dude.
$500 million?
Yeah, because they sold it. They sold it like back in 2008 or something.
Yeah.
It was only
I feel like I gotta look it up because.
Anyhow, the guy makes YouTube, right? And he made the very first video, and it was called Day at the Zoo.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at this video, it was uploaded 8 years ago. Very first YouTube video. He actually leaves a comment like, "Why the fuck do I?" He said "fuck." He goes, "Why the fuck do I have to use Google Plus to leave a comment on YouTube?" And this is the motherfucker that created YouTube. So,
yeah, it was 1.65 billion.
Oh,
damn.
So I was wrong. I thought it was like 5
If
million.
I sell anything to you for 1.65 billion, I don't have any say on what you do with it.
I thought
why, right? Like, why are you even in there?
Yeah. Like, what is bothering you if you have 1.6 billion dollars? Like,
If I paid you 1.6 billion dollars, I'd be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I know. I'd waive the receipt. Like, really?
Just sit your ass down.
I don't know. The website that he made is worth how many billions, though? I mean, what? Okay, think about this. That sale, do you know, did it have a date on it when the sale went through?
Yeah, October 2006.
2006. I was going to say when YouTube really got bad was the end of 2010. That's when it just started.
That's when we noticed it for gamers, bro. Like, I think like the gaming stuff, because remember the longest time we couldn't make money on our videos or whatever. Everyone had to go to like Machinima and stuff like that. So
right, like
we are kind of backlogged when it comes to stuff like that. So
yeah.
Nah.
I don't know. I think we're the reason that all this shit is happening. You know, the endless amount of videos that people are uploading on a daily basis. You know, and it's not just like one video a day. I'm talking about like 15 videos a day and different. You know, it takes its toll, and then YouTube and Google obviously see this opportunity to monetize even better, right? Because when you're that rich, you're like, all right, man. You know, we've gotten to a place where we've made a shit ton of more money that any of us could ever fucking. Like, what do we need it for, right? So, like, hey, you know what we should do? We should double it. How the fuck do we double it? All right, let's fucking make fucking weird-ass rules and and put fucking comments. So you know what? Google Plus. Let's become as valuable as Facebook and then just own shit like that.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know why. Like, what are they going to sell it or something once they get all the like? Because I don't understand how they're going to make money off of Google Plus. Like, people don't want to use it.
I mean, at that
they're
point,
being forced to sign up to something. Like, I don't understand how is that worth anything.
I don't know. Does anybody actually use Google Plus like how it's supposed to be intended?
Okay, do you remember when Google Plus came out? Do you guys remember this? This was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They came out with Google Plus, and everybody was excited. They were like, "Oh, fuck Facebook, fuck MySpace, fuck Twitter, fuck all this shit. Google, the person I trust to navigate the internet, is making their own social website, right?" And as soon as it came out, we're like, "What the fuck is this? I'm not using
All right.
this."
One thing about Google Plus as a concept that I liked was that they had circles. Okay, if you're on Facebook, listen. Hear me out.
Sunday Chill Commentary. This is going to be fucking out there.
No,
Go.
no. Literally, it was called circles. Okay, and what it was like, let's say, like on Facebook, right? If you do a status update, it goes out to everyone that you're friends with, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what circles is that you can make groups of people like friends, acquaintances, bar buddies, family, sisters, whatever. Like you can separate people so that when you make posts, it will go out to certain people. I.e., if you want to make a post like, I'm turned right now.
I thought you were going to go way deeper than that. But yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense, right? Well, then Facebook just did the same thing, so you can do that now. I don't know.
Oh, you can do that on Facebook?
Apparently.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't use...
I mean, I don't ever use Facebook. Like, I sign on to Facebook like maybe once a month, and I just read through shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is... Like, when did my friends and family become fucking, like, activists?
Yeah, well, first off, on that's so true. And
like,
plus, the people that update on Facebook are the people I care the less about what they're updating, and the people that don't update, I'm actually interested in.
Yeah. Like, oh, look at this motherfucker's being mysterious, not uploading, not updating shit.
Uncle Tom just liked a video that said "fuck sofa."
Yeah.
So it's like literally, like all you see is like, oh my god, PETA, oh my god, Obamacare, oh my, like shut the fuck up. If you want to make a difference, get out there, because you typing to your circle of friends on Facebook is not gonna do shit.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I like about the fucking internet, though, right? Is, you know, people haven't had a big like community forum to like talk to, and now that the internet's here, like everybody can just be like, you know what, I don't like this. There's so many ideas and experiences exchanging now that have never happened before.
I just think like the whole, first off, everyone on my Facebook is becoming babies in their profile pictures. Like it's really confusing the shit out of me. And it turns out it's just these girls having kids and they figure their baby. And also, I think it should be illegal.
They all look like you?
Yeah. The baby just takes over the Facebook where like every single picture is a picture of the baby.
Have you ever gotten a friend request from like the baby of one of your friends?
No.
Like imagine if Melissa made a Facebook for Mia.
Yeah.
You'd be like, what the fuck?
That'd be ridiculous.
Well, it's not that weird. When we had Olivia, my fiance created like her own like email and shit, and she would make me like write to her, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
she's trying to get the credit going.
I don't know, and I'm like, if she's telling people to write to her, and I'm like, hey, you're not reading these emails, are you? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, they're not for you. Like, what the fuck? Like, you're developing this habit, right? That when she grows up and she gets mail, you're just gonna open it up because you're just so used to it that you're just gonna open it up and read all her like emails. So I'm all for monitoring and keeping an eye on your kid. But I mean, if I'm telling my girl like, hey, Liv, Daddy's off on another trip. I know it's video games and it may be fun, but I'm doing it for you. Like, I don't need Jude fucking reading that. Like,
yeah, that's weird. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. Right now, I'm just shocked that my daughter can like go on YouTube. She's 4. She's got her own iPad mini, and I'll like go in there and she's like skipping around through YouTube videos, like navigating the thing. I'm like, what? I'm like so confused. I didn't know how to use a computer until I was like 20 years old.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about 20.
Yeah, no, it's instinctual now. Like it's so easy to use. Like my daughter has the same thing. She's got I gave her my old Mac, my old Mac computer. She like puts her whole hand on. She's 4 as well. Like she's turning 4 on the 19th. She puts her whole hand on the mouse and just clicks away on everything. Like Disney Junior. I get nervous when she gets to YouTube though, because she likes Minecraft and she'll go do this or I'm sorry, she likes Fortress Craft. And then she'll go do this thing over here, and
I missed it.
How'd you miss that, bro?
I missed it. I caught it late.
And then all of a sudden she'll like end up on a funny fucking Minecraft video where there's like some dude doing a parody of him punching a tree and then like he becomes bloody.
Yeah.
So she gets freaked out, like, what the fuck is this,
Dad?
Dad?
All three of us are right on that cusp age of when we were in like high school. We might have had pagers, but we didn't have like these smartphones.
Yeah.
Where like now there's like little mini computers in your hand, and I know we're making it sound like we're super old. We're not. But like when we were in school,
dude, think about kids nowadays. They have like freaking pornos. They got pornos like in their hand.
Man,
damn, we grew up at the wrong time.
We did. I always say it. I'm like, man, if I would have grown up, if I would have been 16 and this whole thing about YouTube was available to me, like by the time I'm this age, I think I'd be in a pretty good spot, because I wouldn't have just, I see the potential now, and I think that I would have seen the potential then, right? Like I've always been like a schemy, like entrepreneur in my own way, and I was never a drug dealer, so not that type of entrepreneur, but but I think that I don't know, I think that I would have really done something with my life if I fucking had YouTube back then.
Yeah, kids are so fucking smart nowadays. They're so smart, and it's weird because our generation just missed it. Like we just missed it. People our age, we just missed like growing up with like laptops and computers. Yeah, we had them at school. We fucked around with them. We learned how to type, but we didn't have like the internet like kids have the internet today.
I mean,
oh, he's still there.
Okay,
I'm still here.
I don't know why it like went.
Oh, you cut it off.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, your face is going to be there. Sorry about that. But I really think that people need to grow up with Oregon Trail and Blurry Porno.
Oregon Trail. Oh my god, that was such a good game.
Blurry Porno. That was how we got our porno back in the day.
Like, how? On what?
Don't you remember like cable TV, and then there was the one channel that was the porno channel,
like the Spice Channel? It would be like blurred lines, and then like every once in a while you might see a tit or something.
And the reason why they did that is they wanted you to know that it was porn, and that it was there, and that you could buy it and like unlock it.
I'm Mexican, so we had fucking bootleg cable, so we could definitely get those channels.
Oh, the scrambler, yeah.
We had the scrambler.
Do you remember when you wanted to watch like the boxing event, that you would actually have to go to the cable company and get the box and bring it in and do it and then bring the cable box back?
Really?
You would rent the cable box for the boxing event.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I watched the Mike Tyson fight when he bit off dude's ear.
Oh,
I watched that live, and when it happened, everyone was like, "What? Did he bite his what? That's crazy. That dude's nuts." And then he did it again. We're like, "What the fuck?"
It was the worst. Watching Mike Tyson fights, I think, was like, as fun as it is now to relive them in a 3-minute video, all his fights, I think that watching it live was like the worst thing. Because it'd be like, all right, ding, 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 poof, done.
Yeah.
All right.
I missed all the fights where Tyson would win. Like the only fight I saw was where he fought that tall black dude from the UK and like lost.
Lewis?
Lennox Lewis. When he came back and lost. That's the only.
You missed like every fight then, because like that dude used to just put people down.
Yep, I missed the whole thing.
Mike was a beast.
I was never into boxing, and then like when I was like 23 years old, I saw that fight.
But it's Mike though. It's Mike Tyson.
I played the video game.
Have you ever seen? There's a YouTube video where it's Mike Tyson's best interviews. The interviews that he used to do with people. It's so great. Like first off, when he came out of prison, right? So he did some time in prison. And when he for rape, right? When he came out of prison, he was an extra crispy version of Mike. Okay,
what do you mean extra crispy?
He was just extra Mike Tyson. He was a more elaborate version of Mike Tyson. And he told this dude, he said, I'm gonna fuck you till you love me, white boy. And I'm like, whoa, what have you been doing in prison there, Mike? God damn.
I remember that.
I like the part where he tells the woman, what do you call her? The news lady, and he's like, I'm sorry, do you want to fornicate with me?
Yeah.
Because I only talk to women that want to fornicate. So unless you want to fornicate with me.
Yeah, I fornicate with all kinds of beautiful women.
Just don't say anything right now.
I've never seen that one.
Dude,
I want to see that
great.
one.
Like Mike Tyson, like that's like I grew up on Michael Jordan and Mike Tyson. Like that was my shit though.
And Mike and Ike's.
Mike and Ike's.
You've never had Mike and Ike's?
I've had them, but just nothing special about them.
So like, yeah, I mean, I would have. We just said fucking Mike Tyson and Michael Jordan.
I was just keeping the mics going.
So I said Michael Jackson.
Can I just say, first off, Michael Jackson is one of the
know.
best musicians-wise, and as long as you can separate...
Pop artist.
Yeah.
As long as you can separate the fact that he's a fucking weirdo from the fact that he was a good musician or artist or whatever, then you're good. You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah.
If I listen to the Thriller by Michael Jackson, I'm not thinking, oh, he liked little boys. You know what I mean? It's obviously wrong, and I wouldn't ever let him babysit. But you still have to give it to him that, as far as his music goes, money.
What's weird? What's weird is like the music that came after Thriller, after that CD. They were good, and you could recognize them as like great songs, but there were never anything that was like belonged in that genre, belonged in that time frame, I guess. That you could like really like. What song? Name a song.
The whole Bad album.
Like what song?
The whole album. The
They're
album.
all
From start to finish. From the rapper being ripped off to it in the CD player to finish.
What song?
Bad. The Bad on the Bad album. I don't know.
That's-
Leave Me Alone.
Isn't that on the same album as Thriller or whatever?
No.
When did that come out?
Bad. Bad's probably like
I think
89,
that-
90.
Hey, look, just let me throw this out there, okay? Just for viewership's
Tell
sake.
'em.
If you guys are still watching this, we promise we're not going to talk about no more 90s shit right now. Starting right now. Let's get to current events, guys. Because
Okay.
kids are out there like, what the fuck is a CD rapper?
Yeah.
What the fuck is a rapper? Like the game?
Yeah.
I was just thinking about like that time period where he like married real quick, where he married Jamie Presley.
That was like 95-ish. That was
Yeah,
when
like
shit started
all
getting
the
weird.
all the music that was coming out then was still good music, but it was like, what? This doesn't belong. This doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
Who's listening to "We Are the World" and jamming out?
Man. Sometimes when I just get out of the shower, I just want to hear that.
You know, okay, you know who is... I know we just said not talking about 90s stuff, but like...
We're gonna talk nothing about
Okay, so like a
nothing
week
but
ago,
90s
I was
stuff.
really fucked up. Like I was really tore up, right? And
Really?
I listened to Seal from the Batman soundtrack.
Yeah.
You know that song?
That's
a fucking good ass song, man.
Yeah.
That and Meatloaf.
What is that one song that you blast in your car from Entourage?
Oh, that's Going In For The Kill.
Going
that's
In
like
For
a
The Kill.
dubstep remix thing. That song's fucking awesome.
Going in for the kill.
Dude. Yeah, that in your car, like I heard it on YouTube and shit, not that great, but in a car with bass,
Yeah.
that shit was awesome.
Hell yeah. A girl said that she started her period early because she listened to that in the car out of the bass on full blast. She's like, no
early.
joke. My period started early because it rattled her.
How
ovaries.
the fuck does this wasn't like her first period.
No. This
Oh.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, this wasn't
No,
her
yeah,
first time.
man. Fucking Blade has like 12-year-olds in his car all the time. Fucking plays dubstep music for them.
It's probably Michael.
This Aziz Azars or whatever. I was watching a stand up from him and he was talking about that. He was like, "Yeah, I was the most beautiful, good looking kid ever. Never got molested. I was probably like too good for the molesters. Like they got all nervous around me."
That dude is awesome.
Yeah, he's got a new stand up on Netflix right now and it's fucking hilarious. It's
Is
great.
that the one where he's standing next to the bear?
No, this is a new one, like brand new, like fresh,
okay.
fresh.
Fresh.
Out the wrapper. Rip the wrapper off.
So I went to a bachelor party this weekend, and while I was at the strip club, all right, I'm talking to the bartender, And he's like, what do you do? And I told him, like, I do a lot of stuff in gaming and stuff, make games and do this podcast and whatever, have a YouTube channel. And he goes, well, what kind of games do you play? I go, Call of Duty.
Can I pause for a second?
What?
Okay, I treat this world that we're in, I'm in it, I get it, but I treat it like Fight Club. On the outside world, I try to never talk, especially in like a bar strip club atmosphere, I don't talk about it.
Well, I'm at a strip club and the bartender's like asking me like what the fuck I do.
Okay.
So I just told him. What are you going to say? What would you say?
I say I make videos on YouTube.
And then he'd be like, "What?
Pry it out of me."
What?
I know,
What kind of videos?
And I do. I'm a video editor, and I make.
I don't go out in the world with a big sign saying, "Hey, I play fucking video games and I do that for a living."
But the thing is, it's like if I
asked me what.
Okay, if I'm talking to a female at the bar and she's talking to me, right? I know this isn't the same situation, but I'm not going to come out and be like, "Yeah, I play Call of Duty," because as soon as you say that, it's like, you know what I mean? Like it's instant.
I understand that you have low self-esteem.
That has nothing to do with that.
With your career choice. I know you have no confidence in your career choice or whatever.
It just from the very very get go, from the introduction thing, it just sounds weird.
I met this dude. He asked me what I did. Told him I fucked around with video games. He asked me what video games. I said, for the most part, Call of Duty. And he goes, I know a guy that was in Black Ops 1. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Apparently, he's friends with this Asian guy that is the like model of one of the Asian guys that you fight against in Black Ops 1.
Oh, that's crazy.
And they used him in Black Ops 2, I guess. They used the same model. So he ended up sending me a picture of the dude. And I looked him up. I got his Twitter. He's like a comedian all over the place, LA, and he does shows for like the troops or whatever. And I contacted him, and he's going to be on this podcast.
Oh, bam.
Nice.
Bam.
That's sick.
My favorite thing, though, is when you tell people that you do play Call of Duty, they're like, hey, do you know John Spencer 69? I'm like, what?
Yeah.
They're like, dude, he plays all the time. From like 6 to 8, he's on there.
Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens all the time. They're like, yeah, you have to know this person. Like, there ain't millions of people playing.
I know. He plays Capture the Flag from 6 to 8. You haven't run into him? I'm like, what? No.
You ever run into Timmy Snipes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he the guy that snipes? Yeah. That's fair enough. Yeah, I've run into him. He's really good. Really? No. Fucking sucks. I'm really tired. People are going to think that I'm fucking blazing up over here.
Well, you've always been on that more early morning, too.
People are going to think that I'm injecting marijuanas. Let's hope not.
Marijuanas.
I've injected like 5 marijuanas today into myself.
You know what I recently learned? That marijuana, the reason why I got its name is it's some like strange like Mexican type of tobacco.
What?
Yeah.
How come the Mexicans get to claim the weed?
Well, basically, there was this strand.
Like we
of,
get the shitty tobacco.
Just don't fight it. Don't fight it.
There was this strand of tobacco that they would call marijuana, and it was like this weird strand. And then that's how marijuana got its name. They it transferred over. You know what I mean? They started using that lingo. So yeah, I thought that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. It's so crazy, man.
So what's going on? You just jumped on your phone.
I got a business thing that just popped up, and it's,
yeah, okay.
I'm sorry.
If by business you mean this honey dip.
No, this is actual legit business that something I submitted didn't get approved. So I'll take care of it after the show. The show's more important right now. So
no, fuck that. Let's take care of this. Let's take care of business right now. Tell us what it's about.
Yeah. Tell us.
So
don't hide behind that microphone.
Okay, well, it's not as interesting as you guys think. Pretty much,
Well, let me hype it up a little bit.
Hype it up then.
Oh, Bladeney's about to break it down. Business proposal coming in on the phone.
I'm
cellular. Digital.
I'm a partner for Full Screen.
Wi-Fi transmission.
My channel's partnered under Full Screen.
Full Screen.
And part of the perks of being with Full Screen is they got these things called Gorilla ads. Where you get paid a much higher CPM for making your own ad.
Money whore.
And I didn't fulfill one of the requirements, so they said my video was rejected.
He was naked.
What?
Yeah.
How dare they?
All I have to do is put an annotation on and resubmit it.
Wow.
See, isn't that the most uneventful, boringest, stupidest story you've ever heard?
It's sad.
Why?
Because I thought you were going to be like, look, dude,
I told you it was a lame thing, and
I thought you were going to be like, look, Coca-Cola has seen me drink so many Coca-Colas on this show that they decided to like buy me a mansion.
No, I told you it was a boring, stupid thing, and you're like wanting to hype it up.
I thought you were gonna be like, yo, I've injected so many marijuanas today that
injected so many marijuanas.
I'm lost. Is there like a thing with the injected marijuanas?
No, it's just a ridiculous thing that people say that they don't know what weed is and they don't get it, so they'll be like, "You injected."
I heard
marijuana.
it from Nate Shot because people were telling that to him, like, Nate Shot, did you inject marijuanas to yourself today, or some shit? And then he said it out loud, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's fucking."
One time, my
hilarious.
stepdad came in my rec room or whatever it is, where my sister and I were just chilling.
Yeah,
and he was like, "You've been smoking the dope," and I just busted out laughing.
Oh man.
Yeah, I remember the first time I heard it being called dope is I was on a smoke break at work when I worked at the attorney's office, and we were all smoking, and an old lady called it dope, and I was like, okay, so dope in my mind was cocaine.
Yeah,
and I was like, who's got dope at work? Like, that's not going to work out well.
Okay, so this is interesting. So there was this big hoopla because apparently when they do drug tests, there's no way to test for people that do mushrooms. Okay?
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the reason being apparently is that I'm not an expert on this. I might fuck this up. But basically when you take mushrooms, there's nothing to test for. It just releases stuff that's already in you. Okay? And the reason why they haven't gone to any kind of lengths to find out if people have done mushrooms was that the study was basically this. They go, if you are on mushrooms,
we're gonna know about it.
You're gonna know. Like, no one's gonna like stealth be on mushrooms and just hide it and like go to work. You know what I mean? So
Dude,
there's no test for it.
You can't be quiet when you do shrooms. I've done shrooms. Have you done shrooms?
I've done shrooms twice. Yes.
I've done it like 3 times. But
okay.
One up, man. I'm the one upper.
Whatever.
Hex, you don't have to say if you don't want to, but the thing is like when you're on shrooms, you're like, oh my god, the wall is moving. Look at you're calling.
I'm on some epiphany shit.
You are the shroom caster. No one is shutting up the shroom caster. You are the shroom caster, and you're telling everybody what you're seeing.
I just felt so enlightened that everyone else I thought was stupid. Like I was just, you don't know. Like I know.
I remember this one moment where I felt like we all came from bears. It was the weirdest thing. I envisioned this bear, and I seen the whole world suck down into this baby bear. And I was like, yep.
I remember
we are all the same.
I remember as I was coming down, we were walking back from the beach, and like obviously colors are very vivid, right? Mm-hmm. And we walked past this shrub, and it was the most greenest, beautifulest pasture of a shrub I've ever seen. And the middle of this bush was a empty beer can. And it just looked so toxic and nasty and foreign and awful. And so I'm standing there, and my boy Brandon, who's done shrooms like hundreds of times.
That
right?
is such like the hipster, like, oh my god, that's so
listen
crazy.
Listen to this. So I'm walking by, and Brandon is like my tour guide for the walk home. Like he's done shrooms so many times,
right?
And he has like on these like Tom Cruise glasses, and he's just hella chill and cool about it. And he's just thinking like, okay, I'll hold his hand through this journey, right? And so I'm walking, and I just focus on this fucking big bush, this beautiful green, like it was neon because I was on shrooms, and this fucking beer can that was in it, right? And I was like, that's fucked up, man. That someone would like this beautiful bush and someone would throw a beer can in
there.
there.
And the funny thing is because him in real life would not give a fuck.
I wouldn't give a shit. I wouldn't give a shit.
He wouldn't care.
And so
he'd add another beer can to the bush.
I'm standing there, and Brandon's like, so what's up? And I was like, dude, that's really fucked up that thing's there. And then we just stand there in silence for like a minute. And he's like, well, you have to make a decision. I'm like, what's the decision, Oracle? Like, what do I have to do? And he's like, well, you keep on walking and leave it there, or you can grab it and like clean it up. And I was like, but dude, it's like in there. I'd have to I tried reaching for it. It was too deep in there. So like I got a running start. Like I went into the street, ran, and jumped in there. Like crowd dived into this bush and got this beer can, right? And the crazy thing about it is the beer was actually bush beer, which I thought was kind of funny. And so now I'm like, okay, cool, mission accomplished. I'm like wiping fucking leaves and shit and like all the crap from the bush off me. And I'm like, but now what do I do with it? Like, he's like, well, that's part of the journey, you know? And so as we're walking, I see a recycling bin, like a recycling can thing. And I try to put it in there, and the dude that owned the recycling thing came out of his house, off his deck, is like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'm like, I don't know, bye. And like ran off. Why? Now, why is it? If you see, like, why do people take their garbage can and recycling bin so seriously that if you were to toss it in, like walking down the street, people are like, "What are you doing?" It's like, dude, they're just gonna empty it. Does it really matter? Like, what?
I have no idea.
Me either.
I wonder if anyone's ever seriously gotten hurt, like injuring themselves, like on shrooms.
Oh yes, they have. Have you ever seen 1,000 Ways to Die?
So are you shrooming right now, bro?
No. This is a great story. So this is on 1,000 Ways to Die, right? What happened is this dude took mushrooms and he goes into the desert, right?
Yeah.
So while he's in the desert, he's doing all the on shrooms by himself in the desert, and he comes across a furry orgy. Now you know what listen to this. This is crazy. Okay, so for you guys that don't know what a furry orgy is, it's a group of people
that are dressed up in like mascots.
Yeah, dressed up as like college sport mascots, right? Like bunnies and beavers and shit like that. And they're
Blade's going deep.
And they're in an orgy, right? So this dude's high on shrooms, comes across this orgy, who's like, "Fuck, I'm gonna get in there," right? So he like tries to get in the mix of the orgy, and they're like, "Bro, fucking weirdo, what are you doing?" Like, back
so they
off.
Killed him?
No.
Okay.
So they're like, "Dude, that's fucking weird. Get the fuck out of here. Like, back the fuck off, dude. Like, you can't just hop in our orgy, right?"
Right.
It's like, what are the odds?
Yeah, that gets better. So then he tries to go again, and they're like,
"How do you know this is a real story?"
"Because it's on 1,000 Ways to Die."
Okay.
All right. So then he tries to hop in
what that
again,
is.
and they're like, "Seriously, bro, if you do not leave us alone, we will fuck you up. Like, get the fuck out of here. We're not playing around, right?" And so then he like walks away in disgust, and he sees a bear, right?
Oh no.
So he sees a bear, and he's like, "You know what? I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm getting me some bear ass. Like, I'm going for it." He tries to rape an actual bear. And of course the bear's not going for it, right? And so the bear ends up mauling him to death and kills him.
I gotta call bullshit on that. One, it's in the desert. What are the odds? And how many bears are there really in the desert?
I don't know. It was on 1,000 Ways to Die, so it's
What is 1,000 Ways to Die?
1,000 Ways to Die is a show on FX, and what it is, it's basically all the ridiculous ways that people have died before. Like the girl that had the tit implant that exploded when she was on an airplane.
Why did it explode when she was on an airplane?
The cabin pressure.
Oh. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, they're just like weird things. Like this girl was dildoing herself with a cucumber that she bought from the store, and it hit like an air pocket in her vagina and like killed her. I don't know.
That's weird. Why would they know that though? This is the weird thing. Like,
What do you mean? Why would they know that?
Okay, can you
How do they know about
imagine
the air pocket?
Yeah, can you imagine the guy that's doing the autopsies? Like, okay,
You come in, some girl's got a cucumber in her puss. Yeah,
that looks like a popped air pocket.
I didn't see that episode. Of
1
CSI.
minute. Let me see.
I've seen
Cucumber.
one where some dudes were like doing lines of fire ants, and they were like straight up sucking them in through a straw, like sucking them through their nostril.
And they
then
died?
The ants got in there and started fucking like defending themselves in there, and they obviously fucking like everything got swollen up and they couldn't breathe.
They had one where these teenagers went into a hot air balloon, like not like one of those things at the fairs, like those big blow up things at the fairs.
Yeah,
went in there to get high in the helium, and they were hella high, but they got so high they couldn't get out, and they ended up dying.
that's ridiculous.
You've never seen 1,000 Ways to Die? That's a great show.
I've never seen. Well, see, I don't watch. If I turn on the TV, it's the news. That's it. That's all I watch.
This is kind of news.
I watch a couple series on the TV, but I watch them on the internet.
Thank you for getting me into Sons of Anarchy. Those shows.
Sons of Anarchy is a great show, but I'm telling you right now, Boardwalk Empire is the greatest show that's out right now.
Out right now, yeah.
This season of Boardwalk Empire beats everything that's out right now.
Let's hear what Hex has to say about it, because that's a pretty bold statement.
I like both shows equally. I don't think that Boardwalk Empire is like better than Sons, or Sons better than that, especially with what just happened in Sons with
Dude, did you see the episode of Boardwalk Empire? That's dude, okay, do you remember the one season of Boardwalk Empire where the whole thing is gearing up to a giant war?
Yeah.
Same thing this season. Okay. It is awesome. I can't wait. If you don't,
I love Dr. Narcisse. He's so polite.
you sound just like him. You don't know. You didn't watch this season.
No, I need to catch up on the season.
Dude, you got to use this website. It's called fucking, I don't know what it is. It's like Series Cravings or some shit like that.
My favorite character from
I have HBO Go, but
my favorite character from Boardwalk was the dude from last season that would like when he'd fuck broads, he would like choke them and shit. That dude. And then I think he ended up getting murked.
Oh yeah, he got
that
murked.
That dude, I don't know why, but
that
really
was the best season. Was that last season?
That was last season.
That was a great season.
Where the dude with half a face came in, quick scoping like he was Grizz.
Yeah.
Do you remember that shit? That shit was fucking ill. I love that.
And I think that's what they're gonna do on
He's
every.
like, close your eyes.
I think that's what they're going to do on Boardwalk Empire. Is they're going to have like a final boss of each season.
Well, that's how a lot of these shows are, though. It's they'll have
what
every major great show. There's always like a villain that happens for a season or maybe a season and a half.
Yeah, like,
last season on Sons, it was the black dude from Oz. He was the Pope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last season of Boardwalk Empire, it was that dude. The fucking
No. Here's the thing, though.
Just no. Okay.
Here's the thing. This is where I can't agree with you. Right. Okay. Sons of Anarchy is so non-predictable. That show will kill motherfuckers out of nowhere. It's so unpredictable who's gonna die on Sons of Anarchy.
It's dumb.
You can't predict it.
Yeah. I mean, you probably could. You could probably like follow the actors, and if Opie ends up getting some new movie, you're probably like, okay, well, he's probably gonna die.
Opie did die.
I know Opie did die. I'm just saying
he's not in any movies. I mean, that's before Sons of Anarchy. Last time I remember seeing that dude and was fucking Remember the Titans.
Remember the Tight Ones, one of the greatest porno names ever.
No, the Titans, but I like the Tight Ones.
I wonder how many, dude, can you think of any other pornos that they changed the name?
Sure.
Like there was Saving Ryan's Private. Do you remember that?
I think that one's made up, though.
No, it's not. They made a film called that.
It's so good, too.
Have you ever seen Zach and Mary make a porno?
Yes.
That movie's hilarious.
It's fucking amazingly funny.
He goes.
It's not a porno. It's an actual movie.
It's
right?
an actual movie,
okay.
right? And he's talking to Justin Long. He's just like, oh, are you in a movie? He's like, yeah, all male cast. He's like, oh, like Glenn Glary and Glenn Ross. He's like, yeah, but it's more like Glenn Glary and Glenn Ross sucks on my big hairy balls.
So what is like the big show that you're into? Like, what is the number one show you got to see?
The one that I always recommend.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Right now, my number one show is Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And then
he won't get into it.
I can't get into it. I tried.
He refuses.
I've tried.
Have you given it a try, man?
You know what he said? You know what he said? He has this pre-notion about the whole thing. He's like, I don't like wizards. I don't like dragons. I don't like that shit.
I don't like any of that shit.
And I'm like, it's so much more than that.
Every time I try to watch Lord of the Rings, I fall asleep.
It's so much more than that, though.
Oh, yeah, bro. You're fucking up.
Am I missing?
Yeah, you're fucking up. Because I'm not into dragons or fucking warlocks either, but this shit's like fucking so good.
It's
the
nothing.
Storyline is amazing. It's good. I like all shows, man. Like I'm pretty
I actually
good
like
at watching
some.
all the
I
shows.
like some shows that if I were to say them in the company of dudes, you'd be like, "What the fuck's wrong with you, bro?"
You've already said them on this cast forever. You've been like, I watch Girls. I don't get it.
Girls is fucking
I watch
hilarious. Girls is filthy, huh? Girls is good. New Girl is fucking hilarious.
I don't watch that.
You give it a try. It's fucking funny.
I'm only interested in like series where like there's gang activities, and I do like Walking Dead. I guess it's all right.
I like
Walking Dead. I cannot do it.
You know what I did today or yesterday on Twitter? I started saying that like if you like Walking Dead, it's like liking Twilight, and that you're like that show's not for grown men, it's for teeny boppers to fuck with everyone.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they got so mad. I was trolling obviously because I watched the show. Right?
They get animated about that.
Holy fuck,
but you know
dude!
what?
My Twitter was just like.
All right, so here's my take on that
so
though.
funny.
If someone were to attack, say, a Breaking Bad or a Sons of Anarchy or a Boardwalk Empire, I'd have been like, you're stupid, and then just move on. I wouldn't like try to defend it. You know what I mean? I'd just be like, oh, you're dumb. Okay, you know, I don't know. And not every show's not for everybody. You know what I mean?
Well, people like Dude, zombies are so big right now.
I've never been into zombies. The only zombie shit I liked was Blade.
Zombies are so.
That's vampires.
Whatever. Same thing, right? Isn't it the same thing? Vampires.
Fucking Blade.
Vampire.
and oddly, his name is Blade. So
I know.
Now we know.
Vampires, werewolves, same shit. It's
Hey,
not-
did you know what happened to him? He went to jail for not paying his taxes.
I know.
Yeah, he just got out too.
Fucking history might repeat itself.
I don't know. What is his name?
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes. Yeah.
Oh,
Wesley
speaking
Snipes.
of that, there was a someone linked me a porno, and it was the two main male actors. This is like Wesley Pipes and John E. Depth.
They just linked it to you now?
No, like a while ago.
Well, no, because it was weird because we were talking about
We were just
movies
talking about that, yeah.
they turned into pornos, and you were like, someone just linked me, so I didn't know. I didn't know what was going
I was
on.
talking in porno time, which is timeless.
Guys, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to be right back after this.
Did you ever get into Entourage, Keem?
I know about Entourage. I know like who the characters are. I've seen a couple episodes, but I don't. Not religious.
Entourage is the shit, dude.
Not
Entourage-
religious in Entourage.
Okay, well that's the show that I always suggest. I just got the boys had never watched it at the house,
Oh yeah.
and I put them on that shit. And they're like, first episode, they're like, this show fucking sucks, and I'm like, man, you guys don't even fucking know. Just
Yeah.
give it another shot. Give it another shot. So man, they finished like the all seasons in a span of like 3 days, and they're like, bro, this is the best show fucking ever.
That's what I tried doing. I tried watching the first episode, and I wasn't. From there, I couldn't get on to the second episode.
Dude.
But I've seen like a couple episodes like in the middle,
Yeah.
like of just
just
watching.
sit down and watch it, dude. You'll love it. You'll love it.
Keem. I think that another show that I would put up there with Game of Thrones is obviously our show. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Newsroom.
Yep.
What's
It-
this?
it's-
Our show? That's my show.
That's no Newsroom was me from day one.
No, I told you
Oh.
about Newsroom.
Okay, so Newsroom is part of the reason why there's drama alert.
That is true. That is true.
It's
No.
not part of the reason. It's the whole reason.
Well, yeah.
I think, and that's why I think like SourceFed got it right. Like they're so fucking smart. Whoever came up with that concept of like just making videos the second fucking news drops, so fucking smart.
What happened was Philip DeFranco basically Google and YouTube. What they wanted to do is they wanted to, promote and invest in a bunch of like new, almost television style YouTube content.
Yeah.
And Philip DeFranco went to YouTube and was like, look, I want to do this SourceFed thing. And YouTube ended up giving him, I don't know how much money, but they gave him a bunch of money to launch SourceFed.
Can I
That's
just
Philip DeFranco's baby.
can I just say so? Like I play Xbox with Philip DeFranco, and part of the reason why we're able to play Xbox is because when we get on, we just play and we chill. I'm
Yeah.
not like dick riding him to see if he can like a video or anything like that. It's not like a strings attached thing. It's just like, let's just get on and play. If you ever run into a YouTuber viewers and you're just cool and chill with them, he might add you and then everything will be cool. But like this whole fucking treating you like a different person thing, that just goes out the window. Like just leave us alone.
Did you know the first shirt I've ever bought the first shirt I ever bought off of YouTube was only Use Me Blade shirt. No bullshit.
And you know what? I was pissed about that. And the reason why I was pissed about that is because you tweeted or sent something, a picture with you in the shirt, and you're like, this.
Yeah.
And I was like, if he would have hit me up, I would have sent him one. You know what I mean? Just off GP. I would have just sent him one. So,
I don't
Yeah.
why you didn't have an FAG shirt?
I couldn't do it.
no one's walking around with the FAG shirt in public.
Like I couldn't do it. But yeah, no, I think Newsroom's a really good show.
Do you fuck with
That-
Californication?
You know what? I watched the first season, bro. I swear to God, I watched the first season, and it wasn't on Netflix anymore, and I haven't fucking just downloaded the
Californication
the
is
other ones.
good.
No, I know. Yeah. Another thing, have you guys seen Suits?
No, everyone keeps on telling me to watch Suits.
Oh man, it's
Suits is good?
so good. Oh yeah. It's
Okay,
real
I'll
good.
check that out.
There's a new show on HBO that I haven't checked out. It's called Hello Ladies, and it's got the guy from that podcast we like,
Stephen Merchant.
Stephen Merchant. Yeah,
I'll
I
have
wonder
to-
if that's
I'll
going to be
have
good.
I'll have to check that out. There's a
It's fun.
show on Showtime called Episodes that was hilarious.
Wait, Hex, have you seen Hello Ladies?
Yeah.
Is it good?
I'm all caught up. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny, very funny. Steven Merchant's obviously a genius, but
Yeah.
It's really good. Like, it's good. I like it. If you like dry humor. Which
See, I was worried that it was going to be kind of like a romantic comedy. Like, I don't know. I was worried it was going to be like
that
a
show
chick
looks
flick.
like it was done by the dude that did 40-Year-Old Virgin. Like that's what the feel of it looks like.
Yeah, something like that.
It's really funny, man. I like it a lot.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Dude, I absolutely love, and I can't stop laughing. It has the stupidest name because I can never remember it. The dude with the mullet. That's on HBO.
Eastbound and
Yes.
Down.
Eastbound and Down.
How is this season? I haven't watched the season.
Oh my
yet.
god, this
Really
season
good.
is so
Okay.
It's really good.
Okay.
I've been a fan since fucking
Day one, yeah. I've been the same way.
That is the only fucking show that is, I feel like, is my sense of humor that I can get.
That
Like,
show's great, dude.
You know what I mean?
That show's
Bro,
amazing.
My brother loves that dude so much that he like embodies him like in everything that he does. Like my brother is just like his eye. Like he looks. My fiance can't even watch the show because she's like, it fucking reminds me of your brother the whole time. I'm
Your
like,
brother has a mullet?
Is his baby mom's or wife still on the show?
yeah.
Yes.
I love her. Marry me, whoever you are. Like I love her.
You don't even know her
Hey,
name?
No, I don't know her name either. But Keem, have you noticed that she doesn't have the big boobs that she did in season 1?
I did notice that,
What's up
and I
with that?
think here's the thing. I think that she lost weight because she's way more attractive now than she ever has been.
I liked how like she was like thick and curvy though. That's what I liked.
Well,
about
she's still thick and curvy, but she lost weight. She looks different.
her. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll have to see. I'll have to be the judge.
I like season 1 better
Yeah.
than season this one.
Can A.
I think she looks hotter now. You keep working it, girl.
Yeah, fucking Stevie. Stevie's the fucking best, bro.
Oh, Stevie.
I was like, Stevie, look at these big potatoes.
Yeah. Dude, what the fuck? Do you do impressions? It's like your third impression on this show that was dead on.
No, I don't know. I've always been able to just fucking do it.
He's like,
not,
yeah.
not that good. I'm not YouTubeable good or fucking like Max. What's his name? Gassy Mexican. That dude is fucking like legit good at fucking impressions.
Dude, that was when he just starts like saying, "Yo, what up, dog?" and he's just like, it's so fucking hilarious because it's over the top, but it's also believable. Like
Yeah.
there are douchebags out there like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? There are.
My favorite is from season 1 when he's like, he's the gym teacher and he's like, yeah, I had to go to rehab. He's like, did you break something? He's like, yeah, I broke my nose.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm really, really, really excited about these Xbox 360 or the Xbox One that's coming out, but even more excited about March. And March is way too far away for Titanfall.
Oh man.
Titanfall
man.
looks sick.
It's just,
Dude, can I tell you what happened with my fucking Xbox One pre-order?
huh?
Yes.
Okay, so I was basically in this mode. I was like, oh, I need to get an Xbox One. So I'm like searching around, and I couldn't. There was no pre-orders available anywhere. I'm like, fuck, I need to get it, right? And so I found Sam's Club, order online, pre-order. And they say it's probably going to be at my doorstep like 4 or 5 days after it's released because they have to ship it, right, from like Arizona or some shit like that. So I'm like, whatever. This is the only thing I could do. Bam. So then a couple weeks later, I get an email from Best Buy saying, hey, we just got a bunch of shipments of Xbox Ones. If you want, you can pre-order. So I actually pre-ordered my Xbox One from there, and then I went to them and said, I canceled it from Sam's Club. Well, the charge for it keeps on showing up on my fucking credit card. And I'm just like,
Wait, so you already had it removed once and it showed up again?
yeah. And so I called them up. I'm like, what's going on? Like, I canceled this. I spent an hour on the phone with you guys canceling it. And they literally told me this. They go, well, we can't reverse it because it's a pre-order. So what you have to do is you have to receive it. When the FedEx guy comes, you need to refuse it. It'll send it back to us, and then we'll process the refund. I'm like, that doesn't work for me. Like, that doesn't work. Cancel it, please. And so now I was going to call my bank, and I called the bank. They're like, it's still processing. When the bank's open tomorrow, because apparently today was a holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
better.
I can,
Are you gonna, if you end up getting stuck with it, why don't you just like sell it or something?
I'll
you
buy
know-
it.
all right, yeah. If I end up getting stuck with it, I'll sell it to you, Hex.
Yeah, my brother's been fucking looking for one all day long. He's like, where the fuck do I fucking get? I'm like, man, you know what's crazy too? That you know how they sold out immediately. One day out of nowhere, I just decided to stop into the GameStop that's right next to where our PO box is, and I walk in and I'm like, "Hey man, any chance that I can buy I can reserve an Xbox One?" And they're like, "Yeah, today's the day. Today is the only day that you can reorder." And I was like, "Fuck, let me get two." They're like, "No, it's only one per person." I'm like, "Well, can you give me a call later today if somebody doesn't pick theirs up?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "We can't do that." So I'm like, "All right." So I told my fiance to go get one. She didn't, obviously. So she was beaten that night.
She fell down the stairs.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, I'm good. Day one Xbox. So I'm really happy about that.
Do you remember when the Xbox 360s came out?
No.
When the Xbox 360s came out, the very next day you could sell an Xbox 360 for $1,500.
Damn.
Because they only put out a certain amount, and they wanted to create this hype and create this demand for Christmas, so everyone bought one. So they want to create this illusion that you can't get this thing, like a Tickle Me Elmo or some shit, right?
Huh.
Yeah.
And this was like in 2005 this happened. And it was so funny. People were freaking out thinking they couldn't get one. Now, what they did is like second week of December, there were so many of them out there, anybody could get one, right? But that time period between mid-November to mid-December, everyone was like going crazy. And the price of these Xbox 360s just kept going up and up and up and up.
If I had a store like a Walmart or anything like that where they do these after Thanksgiving Day sales, I would put like a clear plexiglass plane on the front entrance, so when all these people bum rush the door, they just run into a glass wall. I think that'd be fucking.
Ooh, that's funny.
Yeah,
that would be a
Imagine that
lawsuit.
shit. Yeah, like people suffocate because of the cellophane inside their nostrils, or
yeah,
because of the saran wrap, they couldn't breathe.
I don't understand that craziness. What is in people that makes them like wait in
There
line?
already is a dude waiting for a PS4. He's camped out in front of Best Buy. He's been there since Saturday.
The one near us?
No. This was on the news.
Oh.
There's this dude. I don't know which Best Buy it's at. I don't know what state or whatever, but he's literally already camped out. He's in a tent waiting for the PS4.
Why?
I don't get it. I don't know.
I don't get it either.
Makes no
PS4.
sense.
I can't understand if it's an Xbox, but PS4.
And also, why? Good thing you brought that up. Why do people care whether a person gets one console or the other?
Yo, can I just say this to all the kids of America? You just said, why do people care? Well, I care. All right, I care. Because common sense should win this argument, right?
Okay.
What the fuck do all the YouTubers, what do the pro gamers, what does everybody use that is kind of known or whatever? They use Xboxes for the most part. There's a few fringe people that use PS3s.
Wait, time out. Didn't Black Ops 1 during that MLG time, wasn't that PlayStation?
Yep.
Why?
Because PS3 paid MLG to make it the official console for that season.
Did everybody that was a pro gamer just be like, what the fuck? Like, why?
I think they just
Would they be mad?
They just adapted.
They just adapted.
Yeah.
Well, the point is that
you sound so deflated.
Sony.
Right
The point is that Sony's online service is like hacked. It's been down forever. Like, there's nothing good about the PlayStation. I don't understand it. There shouldn't be a debate whatsoever.
Oh no, I agree.
It should be Xbox and only Xbox.
Well, I mean, I see the variety, right? I mean, obviously with the PS4, I think that they're going to pay for subscription. Is that going to?
Yeah. They're starting to do the
so
same thing
at this
live.
point, unless like I got it for PS3 because obviously like it's free internet, right, or free online play.
Yeah.
But if people are like, well, I'm not going to pay $7 a month when I could just, I'm like, bro, you're paying $7 a month because of the communication, right? It's not going to be that. Like, it is the worst communication fucking platform ever, PS3 ever done. Like, no argument there. Like, I don't understand how people even played it. So PS4, I mean, if it has good communications, I understand.
For the people out there, like, I started on PlayStation 3, and the reason why I made the switch over to Xbox 360 was because I primarily play Call of Duty. Call of Duty has been made for Xbox since Black Ops 1. They've made it for Xbox and just ported it over. The experience is better for Call of Duty on Xbox. That's why I switched. It's not a fanboy thing. If PS4 comes out and it's a way better system and it plays better for Call of Duty, I'll be on PS4.
If you say PlayStation's better, PlayStation's awesome, Xbox sucks, PlayStation for the win, I look at you like, okay, well, this person didn't have a choice. Like, he was forced. His parents bought him a PlayStation.
I totally understand. People want...
I'm seriously, I don't believe you. You're a liar.
When people spend that type of money, though, I totally get the idea. Like, if you buy, like, let's say you buy, like, some filthy camera, right?
Right.
You don't want to hear that there's another camera out there that costs the same money that's so much better. You want to be like, I made the right choice. Yeah. So I get what people are feeling when they're like, if I buy a certain console, I want to have alliances to it or whatever. But, like, I have no alliances to either console.
Me either.
Yeah, whatever's the best one is.
Here's the one thing that I cannot get. Like, my brain hurts when I hear this argument. They're like, but the Xbox controller is this big clunky thing, and I can't fit my hands around it. I'm like, I've played on both controllers.
Scuff.
You can play on both controllers. Like,
Scuff.
I can play on a PlayStation controller all day long.
I can't play on a regular controller anymore. I have to do a Scuff. Like, I've tried playing on a non-Scuff, and it's not possible. Anything less would be uncivilized. I'm serious. And I'm not even trying to like push the product.
Duncan, I'm not hooked up yet.
It has nothing to do. Even if I wasn't like partnered with them, I can't play Call of Duty right now on a regular controller. It just feels weird and foreign. And I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to be cheesy. I'm not trying to like push my product or anything. It's not that. It's like, honest to God, what it is.
I love how all like throughout time since we've been doing this YouTube thing, there's always been controller companies and stuff, and it was always kind of like, that guy's spraying shit in his garage type of thing.
Yeah.
And holy fuck, Scuff has like one of the most amazing. They have like one of the most amazing products there is.
I've gotten all kinds of controller. I don't think I've ever actually bought a controller because I've had so many controllers sent to me, and it's been this, it's been that.
Right.
But like with the Scuff, it's money, dude. Like, I love it. So
yeah.
Let's get off that topic. I don't want to sound like a fucking infomercial for Scuff, but I really truly believe in that product.
Well, the thing is it's almost to the point in our community, and I fully believe this, that you don't have to promote Scuff because people just know.
Yeah.
People just know.
People just know to use code Optic for 5% off. They just fucking know.
There's not a Keem. No, go yell at Duncan. There's not a Keem code.
It is.
Yet.
It's got to, like, I can honestly say that's the only like fucking accessory that's ever made me a better player.
How was it during that time where they didn't know if Scuffs were going to be allowed to be used? Like, were people freaking out?
I think from day one they were like,
no, it wasn't approved. There was like a big debate, like I
thought day one they were like making it so that, like, with that in mind.
Imagine being a pro player and using a Scuff every day, and then being like, oh, whoa, I might have to change everything the day before prom.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, it was for some people it was fucking tough. None of my players used it at the time. Obviously, Big Timer uses Claw, Scumpy uses Claw, Jacob uses Claw, Rambo played just regular. So we didn't care at the time, but now it's like, now that I've been, converted. Yeah, I'm a fucking firm believer. Like, I mean, think about it, man. You're using two thumbs to do the whole. Let's get off the fucking subject.
Yeah,
there's plenty of videos out there explaining it. Let's talk about
name the topic.
We got fucking swatted again this like 2 hours ago. It was fucking crazy.
Really?
We did.
You want to talk about that subject?
Yeah. We just so during the race we got swatted, and it wasn't the race. It was during Modern Warfare 3. We got swatted at like 3 a.m. Nate just calling my phone nonstop. I don't pick up because my phone's on silent. He calls my fiance. She picks up. She's like, Matt's on the phone. So I'm like, yo. He's like, hey, the cops are here. Blah this and blah that. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, all right, shut the stream down. Whatever. Fucking, I'll go to the police station the next day. So
it's run an ad, then shut the stream down. Okay.
It was like 3 a.m. So it was like it was a lot of people, but we were like, all right, whatever. Like, safety first. Make sure nobody does anything stupid, because if you have a controller in your hand, some fucking trigger-happy cop may see that as a fucking weapon, and somebody gets killed and whatever. So I go to the police station the following day, and I bring my laptop, and I pull out my, the Optic marketing deck, and I'm like, this is Nate Shot, this is what we do. And the guy's fucking being real serious, taking down notes. He's like, all right. When everything was done, he's like, hey, so you gotta really make, like, competitions and all that off of this, and people watch it? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, that's pretty cool. And I told him, like, these guys are high profile dudes. He's like, all right, so what we're gonna do is here in the city of Hoffman Estates, we take semi celebrities very serious and privacy very serious. So we're gonna send a cop car to stroll around and this and that, and also we're gonna call you ahead of time in case. So today they gave me a call and they're like, hey, Mr. Rodriguez, we received the call, so we're just gonna do a round. We're gonna go by and check it out. I'm like, oh, no problem. I'll let the guys know. So it's like, oh, no worries. We called them already. So I called Nate. I'm like, they call you? They're like, yeah. So we're ready. We're prepared. And so the the fire department gets there. Then my thing is, right? And this is from experience, because when there's a pizza guy that delivered to us, and Scumpy opened the door one day, and the dude's like, holy fuck, you're Optic Scumpy. And then Scump's like, yeah, if I give you a tour of the house, can we count on your discretion? Like, yeah. So he brought him in, gave him a tour of the house. Awesome.
Yeah.
He's like, man, that's so crazy. Like, we were thinking that you guys were like weed growers, that you guys grew weed because, like, what are fucking 4 college kids, or what seem to be college kids, doing living in a fucking nice ass house in a nice ass fucking neighborhood, right? Yeah. So they're like, yeah, no, it's cool. And they're like, cool. So the dude tells, the manager and whatever, like, oh, hey, they're not drug dealers. They're cool. They're fucking video game players. After that, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, fuck, if that's the perception of, like, what this
of these 4 kids in this nice neighborhood, yeah.
Yeah, right? Because they're called fucking Arkansas license plates, fucking Philadelphia license plates. Like, it's like legit, like fucking, like, oh shit, these guys might be up to some. This fucking big ass Mexican's walking in and out every day. He doesn't live there. He just comes in with boxes, leaves with boxes. Like,
that's exactly what I would think. I'd be like, what are those? That doesn't make any sense. What's going on?
We play video games.
Yeah, so I'm debating on whether or not I should do like house calls somewhere and be like, hey, look. There's some fucking douchebags that are like sending, the cops over, and this is what happens. It's called swatting and blah, blah, blah. And, the other thing is that they send pizzas, right? Like,
yeah.
At first it was cool. At first people would pay for the pizzas, get there, like, and we'd be like, we didn't know this. Like, oh, no, it's paid for, blah, blah, this. Now they're just sending pizzas just to send pizzas without even fucking paying for them. So one day I'm like, fuck it, we haven't eaten, I'm just going to buy this pizza. I grab the pizza, I take a bite out of it, and immediately I knew there was something fucking wrong. Immediately I bit into it, and I was like, holy fuck, this is the best tasting pizza I've ever had in my life. You know what it was?
What?
Dig this. Somebody ordered pizza, and they said, all right, so this is how I want my pizza. I want you to put the dough down, do the marinara sauce, and then do ranch dressing on top of that marinara.
That's bomb. That sounds bomb.
Bro, it was so good. It was like delicious. Like, even to this day, I'm like, man, I really wish I knew who that dude was so I can like give him props. But
thank him right now. Here's your shot.
Yeah, well, I don't know, but yeah. So yeah, it's become a problem. Obviously, like the police station are like, this is a suburb of Chicago that's very like. It's
uppity.
It's uppity. It's a very nice thing. So they're like legit looking into like the source of all this.
Well, you know how you said like your neighbors probably were wondering like who the hell is over there. Now they see the cops going over all the time.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
are you going to go? This is what you need to do, right? When a bunch of pizzas come in that are paid for, and you have pizzas there, right? Knock on each door and just be like, hi, I'm your neighbor. Kind of want to explain what we do. Oh, here's a pizza, by the way.
It's from one of our fans.
Yeah.
So they're the cops are.
I know, me
really,
too.
Like the police station and all of them are really fucking pissed, right? Like they're like, I know it's not your fault. We're not mad at you guys. Thank you for choosing Hoffman Estates to live in, and we'll make sure that we have squad cars just riding around to make sure that to protect you guys, to have security, blah blah. And they're like, but we're going to fucking find these fucking little assholes and fucking do what we can. Because it's a fucking, like, it's not an okay thing to do. It's like fucking, like, a badass thing to do.
Yeah.
I was swatted, like, a long time ago, like in 2010. And the problem is that the local cops, like, they really, really want to make an arrest, but they can't.
Yeah.
They can't. So the local cop kept telling me, he's like, I know it's someone in this area. Like, the cop's telling this to me. I'm like, no, it is fucking not. Like, it's probably someone in the UK.
Yeah.
Like, it's not someone in this fucking area. But if it's not someone in this area, this local cop can't do shit.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. So basically, I had to work through different channels to get it.
So those channels are all being looked at. It sucks if it's some little kid, right? If it's like a 16-year-old, 17-year-old, because
one thing that they don't understand is, I think some of these younger guys that do stuff like that. Like, I had a video was, I know this is not the same level as getting swatted, but I had a video false flagged, and it was just some kid that was just messing around seeing if he could do it. And he was like, I'm so sorry, and this and that. I'm like, dude, you're kind of... It's YouTube, but you're kind of fucking with my money. Like,
here's the thing that they're completely missing, right? Imagine if this fucking kid has somebody swat it, right? And the cops think something legit's going on, and the cop accidentally shoots and kills an innocent person, right? Let's say that happens, right? The cop will not get in any trouble whatsoever, because cases like this have happened before, right? If someone else caused that crime for the cop to shoot someone, they won't go after the cop. They will put all their resources in, and they will find the person that swatted them, and you'll get charged with homicide. That's how it works.
Oh no, it's bad, man. It's like so many things can go wrong. Like, this is the type of prank that you don't fuck around with, right? Because there's guns involved,
right?
And again, it's like, imagine that, right? Like, you have this perception that there's fucking like drug dealing kids living and growing marijuana out of this house. I'm sure somebody has already called and said, hey, have you heard anything about what's going on in this fucking house? There's kids living there, and so blah, blah. So now they're like, oh, fuck, something's going down to the drug house. They're going to fucking come in, guns blazing. Somebody
they might look at the electric bill for powering all those Xboxes and computers and be like, oh,
they're growing some plants.
Yeah. They're growing some plants. It's like, yeah, so it's fucking like weird, right? Because like, again, it's gonna be shitty, right? For one of these kids to fucking be nailed to the cross the way that one of these kids is gonna get nailed to the cross, right? But it's unfortunate, but I think that until something like this happens, like, this shit's just gonna continue to be a problem. And I get it, some people find, like, I used to fucking paint graffiti on trains. It was I cost money to certain companies to clean the trains, to clean the things, and just like that, there were consequences, right? If I was ever caught, I was going to go to jail because it's an illegal thing to do. So I understand that some things like these may be appealing to people, and maybe the fun thing for them to do.
Why has no one graffitied like a NASA spaceship?
Because you can't get close enough.
I mean, isn't that part of the graffiti? Like, sometimes you're driving by and you like see some like high up thing. You're like, how the fuck they get up there? Like that's part of the graffiti allure.
But I don't think somebody's gonna fucking take a space shift.
Yeah, who the fuck is gonna be like watching the next launch off and being like, wait a minute?
You wouldn't be pumped to see BadKidCast sprayed on the NASA thing.
Oh, I would be pumped, but they would not fucking launch that thing. They check every inch of that thing to make sure the foam's correct and it didn't get fucked up, so that like the Challenger or whatever the fuck it was that blew up. Yeah, that ain't happening, bro.
It'll never happen.
How do you go with the fucking spacecraft? You could have went with like
the presidential mobile,
a flagpole or some shit.
No, like the presidential brigade.
That's even worse. How the fuck are they going to get to the fucking presidential limo?
I don't know. I don't know how these guys get on the top of a fucking train and like get on top of a fucking the Space Needle.
Because no one gives a shit about that stuff.
I'm just saying that it'd be epic to actually make that thing. Your fucking friend Elkie David, he got someone to streak in front of the president. Fucking dreams can come true.
All right. Well,
no, it's definitely. So again, go back to this, like, it's illegal, right? And I find I can see the appeal of these kids, but just like I would have been nailed to the cross for doing, the illegal shit that I did way back when I was a dumb kid. I think that, kids are gonna have to be responsible for some of their actions, and I don't know. I think we're gonna see hopefully a change.
Here's the thing that's kind of fucked up. It's the dude that's doing it, right? He's a fan. It's not like he fucking hates you guys.
Yeah.
He's actually a fan. And what's the most fucked up about this is there's this weird, crazy part of fans, right, where they stop being like human and they start looking at their idol as something more than a human, right?
Yeah.
And that they want to get like for some, they would have to have some type of image, right? That you are no longer a human in order to cause such like put you in such a horrible, dangerous situation.
The thing is, no one's ever gotten famous off that. If you watch, okay, I've always thought about this. Okay, if you've ever watched like old Grizz montages, okay,
right?
There was this The Matrix, one of the most famous montages of all time. He hits the shot, a no scope on Overgrown. That's like biblical, right?
Okay.
He hits this no scope. Do you know who the dude that he hits is? No.
No.
It's like the most famous no scope of all time in Call of Duty history, but we don't know who that person that got killed is. Who was the first comment on a Lady Gaga video? No one knows. You're not going to get famous off of that.
I interviewed the kid that hacked FaZe Temper, right?
Yeah.
And he basically admitted in the interview.
You shouldn't have given that dude fucking any airtime.
Well, that's my next point. But I interviewed him, and he admitted that the reason why he was doing it was
because he could
for fame or whatever, for popularity.
I'm saying don't even give those motherfuckers the day of time.
That's the problem I have. That's the problem I have. It's like I run Drama Alert. Should I not cover this because I don't want to give that person attention?
Yes, correct.
Or
Ding, ding.
should I cover it and be like, okay, this is the guy. Let him he wants fame. Let him just go up on camera and be like, hi, I'm the one that did it.
Maybe if he's going to give that shit back to him, like maybe if that was the arrangement. Was that the arrangement?
Well, I'm just thinking like you got these scared people that are hiding behind keyboards and mouses. Why not bring them out and be like, why are you doing this?
Yeah, but get something out of it. Get something out of it. Like, okay, Hex, if you got your account hacked or whatever, and the dude that hacked your account got in contact with Keem, is like, listen, I hacked his account, and Keem's like, listen, I'll do a fucking BadKidCast episode with you, but you got to give Hex's account back. I'd be fine with that.
Well, that's the deal.
Yeah.
I kind of made something similar with. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that because it wasn't that far. But I was like, look, I want to do an interview with you, but you have to give Temper his stuff back. And he goes, I eventually will give him back. Well, like, what's the time frame? He goes, I promise you, he'll get his stuff back. So I don't know.
Did he get it back?
Yeah, he got his stuff back.
Bam.
But
I remember during that time I was texting back and forth with Tommy, and I'm like, yo, what if this dude is like hacking into your fucking text? And he's like, fuck. And I'm like, I'm not texting you again. And I stopped texting him for
you're just fucking with him, right?
Yeah, I'm like, I just fucking stopped texting him for like 2 weeks. and then I'm like, yo, are we clear? Like 2 weeks later.
Yo, that dude is such a cool dude. We hung out with him in Boston. He's such a cool dude.
Hell yeah. I did the reality TV show. I'm kidding. Yeah, the Controller with him.
Well, it was a reality TV show, pretty much.
Yeah, I guess it was. No, bro, that dude is fun as fuck, man. It's good dude to hang out.
Get me on a reality show.
I think
I think I can have both you guys co on that. I'd be money on a reality show.
I think that you were on a reality show and you did horrible.
What show was that?
The one that you were dancing around.
Oh, dancing YouTube stars?
Yeah.
Dance On, yeah.
I think that
I killed it. What are you talking about?
I think that when we start using the internet and like the TV itself dies, we'll still call shows on the internet TV shows.
Yeah.
I think that term TV will transfer over into the internet.
Because it is televised in a way.
Right.
Bam.
So.
Ooh.
Are we at the end here, or do we keep going?
I say we just keep on going until it runs out.
We're just gonna keep.
No. Let's wrap it up. Final thoughts on I don't know. I'm not the host. The fuck? Why am I doing that?
Go ahead. Host it up.
I think Hex is one of our favorite guests that we have on. Always a pleasure.
All right. For a recap, there's a bunch of TV shows that we like. Sometimes when you get really high on mushrooms, you can end up fucking a bear or getting fucked by a bear. Also, hacking and swatting is absolutely freaking horrible. And
especially when you inject a whole bunch of marijuanas.
Don't be injecting marijuanas. You know how that works, right? You're in a group of people, right? And one weird fucking thing happens and is said, and you can't stop fucking saying it.
Yeah.
That's
where I'm at right now.
Yeah, so just injecting marijuana is going to be a big thing for a while.
This is a perfect example of that, right? And And every time I tell it, I think people don't get how funny this thing was. I was in a lobby, and I don't know if it had to have been one of those, like a dude. I don't know if he was making a video, or I don't remember his name. All I remember is that the dude was trolling somebody on the other team, and the dude was acting like he was a little kid. And then the dude on the other team was like, "Shut the fuck up!" And then the little kid's like, "Are you Mr. Johnson from across the street?" Bro, just that alone was the funniest shit in the world to me for some reason, right? And I hadn't injected any marijuanas that day, so it was that funny, right? It was like he's like, and then he's like, "No, I'm not Mr. Johnson from across the street, you little pussy." And then he's like, "Did you hear those dogs barking?" It's like, were you with my mom? Like, is my mom over there right now? Like, bro, I just kept on dying because the genius, right, in my eyes, that has to be like, I'm gonna pretend I'm a little kid and I'm gonna assume that whoever's there is Mr. Johnson from across the street.
Yeah, that's pretty original. That's a good one. I like that.
It's real. I mean, I still to this day think it's the funniest shit I've ever heard on the internet.
Were you recording or no?
No. I hardly ever record now. I have
so
to. So
you tell that story and people don't think that's funny? That's fucking hysterical.
They don't get it. And I'm like, man, how do you not get, like, I told my brother was like, yeah, that's all right. And he thinks everything's fucking funny. Yeah. I told the guys at the house and they're like, yeah, that's kind of funny.
Have you seen movie 53 or 43?
Yes.
Oh my God. That's so fucking funny.
It is hilarious the first time.
Yeah, you can't watch it a second time.
I love the movie the first time. The second time there was no shock value
We
anymore.
didn't inject any marijuanas at all, and we went and saw it, and it was hilarious. Then we injected marijuanas and went to go watch it a second time on DVD. Not happening.
And watch Bad Grandpa.
Bro, the funny... I haven't watched that.
Go watch it, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah?
You'll love it. It's
I just
hilarious.
had a fangirl moment.
Yeah.
Is it really that good?
It's great, dude.
It's
great.
amazing.
I don't want to give any of it away to you.
All right, good. For that movie 43, my favorite one was where the girl has the period. And then they're all like fucking like trying to like grabbing sponges and doing all this shit. And then the dad walks in and is like, "What kind of sick family would throw a tomato at my daughter's butt?" Oh man, it was the funniest shit.
My favorite part that I just like, I couldn't breathe. I was laughing for such a long time. Is the infomercial with the kids and the fucking copy machine. Where they start smashing the copy machine
in the ATM, and he's like the kids that give the money out in the ATM, that they're actually inside the ATM, the little kids.
Do you remember that part?
Oh
my God, it's the best part of the movie. So there's like this infomercial, and these kids are inside of all the machines, and it's like, don't beat on the machines. There's poor children inside.
So like all the ATMs are just like these little like African kids that are like handing money out through the slot. Like that's
shit. It was so funny.
Watch Bad Grandpa, Hex, though. It's hilarious, dude. I was dying in the movie theater. Dying.
I'm surprised every time we've had Hex on the show once or twice before.
This is probably like third time around.
Okay. Every time that we have him on, you two motherfuckers go in this crazy sneaker headland, and I'm surprised you didn't go there this episode.
We did. We did it in one of the breaks.
We were doing the
breaks. You did it in the breaks.
Because here's the thing. So like sometimes during topics, right? Keem will start a topic, and you can see it in my face. I'm just like, fucking shut up. Like, I don't care. And I just remember whenever Hex and I talked about shoes for any extended period of time, Keem would be like twiddling his thumbs, like, okay, yeah, shoes. Okay.
Yep.
Shoe. Yep.
Yeah, those are sick.
Yeah, it's funny that you fucking brought that up because in one of the breaks we were talking about it. That was crazy.
Just briefly though, nothing too extreme. So, actually, something kind of interesting. There's so what do you think of this? In Portland, in the University of Oregon, which is where like Nike's located, right? The University of Oregon basketball team always gets like insanely rare, like playoff edition versions of shoes for them, like really sick Jordans.
Why?
Right? Specifically made for them because that's where Phil Knight, the guy from Nike, and I think Tinkerfield, the dude that designed Jordans, like went to college.
Okay.
And so they like make the shoes for them, right?
Awesome.
And two of the players ended up like selling their shoes like to like sneaker collectors for hella money, and they got caught.
They got in trouble?
They got in trouble, yeah. So they might not be able to like go to the NCAA, whatever.
For selling fucking shoes?
Yep. Dude, it's serious, bro. Like, you don't understand how fucked up the NCAA is, okay? First off,
there's motherfuckers starving in this world, and we're going to fucking cry about some dude that got a pair of shoes given to him that shouldn't have sold them.
Yep.
Fuck this world.
Dude, the NCAA is a billion-dollar business, but, like, if the players take any kind of money or any kind of benefit from it, they get in trouble.
Yo, you know what I saw today on CNN? There was, like, this big report about the NFL, and this one news commentator was like, yeah, NFL people have been murdering people, head injuries, like going all this stuff about how, drug use and all this stuff and how all these NFL players are so bad for all this violent type stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, it's fucking football. What do you expect from these people?
Yeah.
What are they supposed to be, churchgoers? Like, they fucking beat up people for a living.
Yeah.
Like, it was so... It didn't make any sense to me. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What is wrong with this lady? Get her off. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
The worst part is like the bullying incident in fucking Miami.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was like the main thing.
You're not a fucking football player, you fucking pussy. Like,
yeah, like
I get the racist part of it, right? Like, okay, fine, be upset at that, but the whole thing about, like, rookies being, hazed and all that shit. I mean, that's what that's like. That's what happens. Part of sports. Part of, like, you got to pay your dues. I mean, I get the racist part. Fine, I'm not okay with it either. But hazing, like, let it be,
dude. You got it.
They're men.
You got to watch these morning shows where there's a guy and woman talking about this incident, because the woman will be like reading the story and the guy will just be shaking his head. Like, I've seen it on CNN in the morning. He's like, well.
So I don't know if it's just because I'm tired, but sometimes I stay up late and I'll catch like these like morning shows, right? And they're really, really awkward. And there's always this weird dynamic where it looks like the male and the female anchor are fucking.
Yes.
Are fucking.
Yes.
There's a situation where like the weatherman will be really awkward. It's just these weird dynamic. And then on the, what is it, the NBC, like the Today Show. After the Today Show, there are these two broads that all they do is drink and get fucked up at like 10 o'clock in the morning.
What?
Yeah, it's hilarious. Like, I told my mom about this. I'm like, Mom, who the fuck, the guy who was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Regis Philbin, right?
Yeah.
His wife before Kelly Ripa.
Oh, I know his wife before Kelly Ripa.
Yeah.
It's not his wife, it's his co-host.
Whatever. Whatever. Like whoever that broad is.
Kathy Griffin. Is that her name?
Not Kathy Griffin.
No, it's Kathy Lee. There.
Kathy Lee. It's Kathy Lee and this like mixed girl woman or whatever.
Mixed girl.
And they start the show off and they're like, they do this show, and then throughout the show they have like old lady, they have like margaritas throughout the show, and by the end of the show they're fucking tanked. It's the greatest thing ever.
In the morning?
It's in the morning. And I told my mom, I'm like, Mom, you might like this show because these ladies get fucking wasted on air at like 10 o'clock in the morning. Like they'll be there and they'll be like, so we're gonna make these drinks and you just want to whoop the doodle. I accidentally added like a whole bottle of vodka. Well, here we go. Like, cheers, and spilling drinks and shit. It's hilarious. And no one ever calls them out on it though. And I'm like, they're getting fucked up at like 10 in the morning on this show.
That's hysterical.
It's the after show from the Today Show.
I can see how that would get good ratings.
It's great. I don't know why no one ever says anything about it. Like no one ever.
I've never even heard of it,
dude.
It's kind of intrigued now. I'm gonna YouTube it.
It sounds like the alcoholic version of the Bad Kid Show.
Whatever the dude. Okay, you and I both been taking it easy on the drinks, right?
Yeah.
But when we were doing the Bad Kid Show, he acts like, nah. What, for us?
Yeah, for you.
Oh my God! Remember Dallas?
Yes.
Do you remember when we hung out with Dallas?
I don't remember Dallas.
Okay, so quick story about Dallas, and then I gotta get off because it's
yeah, we're gonna close it.
Check this out. So one night, all right. So Blade drinks Jaeger, like that's his shit. I drink tequila, that's my shit. One night, I've been drinking, Bacardi and Cokes all night, and then some tequila shots, Patron on deck. I'm drinking, right? Here comes fucking Blade with the fucking Jaeger bomb. And I fucking drink it, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna fucking puke. So I'm like, I excuse myself like a fucking proper-ass gentleman. Right? And then I go and I fucking throw up, I come back out, obviously mouthwash, I fucking come back out. I'm like, hey guys, I'm gonna call it a night. See you guys tomorrow. Following night, Blade's been drinking Jaeger bombs all night, and I come in, I'm like, round of fucking Patron shots for everyone. My dude Blade drinks it, right? I walk away for some reason. I come back to keep somebody telling me that fucking this dude had an accident, and that fucking Keemstar, the fucking Keemstar goes,
What I did?
No, because all right. So here's the thing, right? You know how like when like you're out with your friend or whatever, and they're sick or whatever, you're supposed to help them. Like I'm the complete opposite with you, because when you drunk, when you're like wasted, like the show is on. Like if you're puking or about to get in a fight with someone, I'm like,
I don't get in a fight with people when I'm drunk.
Well, a lot of times you're over nice and excited about life, and sometimes people don't know what that is, and they're like, "Oh, is that guy being an asshole?" Like, you know, we run into that a lot. Instead of me being like, you know, settle down, sometimes I'm wasted, and I'm just like, "Oh, entertainment!"
I just remember during Dallas, I woke up and my fucking hand was killing me.
Because you punched a light pole.
That's what people.
Like,
that's what you
the
told
light
me.
pole was hurting too, man.
What prompted that? I don't get that.
you know, it was the greatest moment. It was when everybody in Call of Duty just came together, one voice saying, "Punch that pole," or "Fuck that pole," I believe was the correct term.
Yeah, I don't know. I had actually during Dallas,
The
one
pole
of
got
one of the
turned
nights,
into a bunch of
one of the
punching
nights
bag.
was perfect. One of the nights was perfect because I got fucking tore up, but I didn't black out. It was a perfect level of, if I would have had one more drink, I would have been done for. But I was just coasting, just feeling good the whole.
We already told that story, remember?
Bam.
It ended up with you stealing steak in the middle of the hotel room.
Yes. Well, whatever. It's steak.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check out our sponsors and the link to in the description. And make sure you go sub and follow Hex on Twitter.
And Optic Nation.
And the DX Racer Twitter is in the description. Thank you, guys. This has been a fucking great show. Thanks, Hex.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me on.
Good
Anytime.
shit.
Anytime.